Very nice. You're a very brave woman. You know that? Don't be so upset, Mrs. Scamper. We all have to make these little sacrifices. I'm sure your husband will understand that. You're a good girl. You should be proud of yourself. You did real good. Don't be so upset, Mrs. Scamper. We all have to make these little sacrifices.
Surely, Mrs. Scamper. This violates the spirit of our agreement.
No, don't. Take the tape. Please, I didn't mean anything.
I'm afraid our deal is off.
No, please. Just take the tape. I promise I won't do it. I won't do it.
That's right. You won't.
Do it.
Naughty, naughty.
No, wait! Wait! No, wait up! Come on, lady. I already got one this morning. Have some mercy, please. There's no place to park. I've gotten a ticket on nearly every street in this town.
So now you'll have the complete set.
How are the wheels of commerce supposed to turn if you can't deliver product to your customers?
Beats me.
Madam, please, allow me to appeal to that softer, more gracious side of your nature, which I'm sure lurks somewhere beneath all that authority.
Be my guest.
My dear woman, are you aware of the depth of kindness that radiates from that beautiful, ample face?
Oh, yeah. I hear that a lot.
Oh, listen, you. I'm a respected businessman in this town. I want to have your ticket pad for this.
Does that mean you don't think I'm beautiful anymore?
Well, thank goodness the cavalry has arrived. Stop! Stop!
Oh, this is good. I gotta hear this.
Stop! Citizen in distress! Citizen in distress! You got here just in time. Just in time.
Atticus! Officer Grunchick! How you been?
Just fine, Sergeant Lorenzo. Been keeping your nose clean?
You know.
Oh, so you two know each other. It's even better. Chris, old buddy,
Yeah.
would you kindly confirm to this lady who I am?
Yeah, gladly. Officer Grunchick, is this the guy you're gonna give a ticket to?
That's him.
There, confirmed.
I say, can't we finesse this? I'm on the verge of a very lucrative venture. fresh shrimp delivered right to your door, and I need some assistance. Now, I could give you and this lady who I'm sure loves to eat a few pounds, and we could all go on about our business.
You offering me a bribe, Atticus?
No. No, never. I would never do such a thing. I wouldn't dream of it. I'm just offering you a friendly little discount. 10 pounds of shrimp for, say, $20. You can't beat that anywhere in town.
These little guys fresh?
Some of these babies are still kicking.
You got a deal. Jillian loves shrimp. Yeah, Lorenzo. Hey, Cap. So Rita's on her way? So am I. Gotta go, Atticus.
Well, hey, what about shrimp? What about the ticket?
Why don't you bring the shrimp by the station later this afternoon? Pay the ticket. Oh, man. So what do you think? Late 20s, early 30s?
Yeah, probably.
So let's see. Shot 3 times. I'm guessing small caliber handgun.
The desk clerk said she checked in alone under the name of Kelly. He fell asleep, so he doesn't know if she had any visitors or not. Look at that. Expensive jewelry, designer clothes. What do you think, a high-class pro? Maybe she had an unhappy customer, huh?
No. Most of the high-end girls stick to their 4-star hotels.
Hey, I was wrong. Her name is Susan Kemper. She lived in Boca. Pretty exclusive neighborhood. She wasn't making her living on her back. Wonder what she was doing here.
Seeing how the other half loves? You know, Kemper, didn't Donovan get a conviction on a guy named Kemper?
Yeah, it was a big land fraud case.
Well, if Mr. Kemper was facing a long jail sentence, maybe Mrs. Kemper was looking for a place to land. Now, women, they do that. You know? I mean, they usually don't bail on a guy unless they got another one in reserve.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that from the Lorenzo book on women, or is this just a little insight that just came out of the blue?
Hey, well, hold on a second. I'm serious here. I mean, look, guys, we'll do it on a whim. We'll up and bail on somebody, no safety net, no nothing. But women, they plan. I mean, they scheme. They plan it way in advance.
Hey, I wonder what this is for.
Well, maybe she was in the instant replay.
Guys, anyone find a video camera?
Negative.
Hold on a second. This is not your everyday video camera.
Why?
Well, for one thing, it costs $4,000. This is not something you pick up at your local electronics store.
Right here.
Oh, yeah, this is a sweet unit. It's top of the line in covert surveillance. The new digitized chip gives you pinpoint clarity through a hole the size of a lentil.
That's nice, but actually
And
what
not only that, but the VCR gives you 8 hours of recording time. Here, I can show you.
You know, that's okay. I'm sure it slices and dices, too.
No, it doesn't.
What I'm really interested in is the woman who bought this unit. Have you ever seen her?
Oh, yeah, that's her.
It is. Do you remember anything about her?
Yeah, lots. I mean, I liked her and everything, but her skin wasn't as nice as yours.
Thanks. Do you remember anything particular about Mrs. Kemper?
She looked upset. Her eyes were red and stuff, like she'd been crying. So, do you ever date younger men?
No. No.
Well, that's cool. Actually, I'm not as young as I look.
Did she buy anything else when she was here?
No. But I told her to get the Auroricron 328 listening device to supplement the video unit's short-range microphone. She's really put together well. I mean, built. I mean, she's really beautiful.
Yes, she certainly is.
Do you think that we could maybe just be friends? I mean, I'd be willing to just hang around. And then maybe one day, who knows?
Do you know why she didn't buy this?
She said the camera was enough.
Did she say who or what she wanted to film with the camera?
No.
Okay. Well, thanks for your time.
Wait,
Yeah.
are you ever coming back?
Have you given my offer any further consideration, Mrs. Fuller?
I can't believe you're asking me to do this.
First comes belief, then acceptance. It's all part of the healing process. I'm offering you a very attractive alternative. My way, everybody wins.
It's blackmail, and you know it.
Oh, it won't be so bad. You might actually enjoy it if you get into the spirit of things.
I doubt it.
Why, some of them do. A lot.
Why are you doing this to me?
I'll tell you what. We'll do this one step at a time. Let you ease into it. Nice and slow. Do you have a two-piece swimsuit?
Kemper couldn't have done it. Maid said he was there all evening.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Kemper's strictly white-collar scum. Murder's way out of his league.
Yeah, but if Mrs. Kemper wasn't using that video camera to nail her husband, who was she trying to tape?
Haven't a clue.
George, you buy Kemper's grief about his wife?
Well, he was a total wreck. His attorney tried to get the sentencing postponed until after the funeral, but the judge wouldn't hear of it.
How much time do you think he'll get?
It depends on Judge Moyne's mood. Could be a slap on the wrist or 15 years prison time. You just never know with flip a coin Moyne.
Mr. Kemper, please rise. Mr. Kemper, due to the seriousness of your crime, you are to serve 15 years in the Brevard Correctional Institution. Sentence to begin immediately.
George, I'll get you later.
Your attorney said you were willing to talk to us without him present. Is that true, Mr. Kemper?
Yes. Yes, I'm gonna help.
You and your wife, you had a good relationship, didn't you?
The best. Susan was a wonderful woman.
Did she say anything about where she was going that night?
No. All she said was that she was gonna fix things so I'd get community service. That we could rebuild our lives. She kept saying that over and over again.
How could your wife know what your sentence was going to be?
I have no idea.
Your lawyer said that nothing was discussed with him or anybody in his office.
Do you think possibly she was saying that just to give you hope?
No. She never lied to me.
Why didn't she tell your lawyer?
She thought he was a lousy attorney. She thought he only cared about his billable hours. She said this was something that only she could do. I can't believe she's gone.
I don't think he's a guy.
No, it doesn't fit for me either. How did Susan Kemper know what kind of sentence her husband was going to get?
I don't know.
Did Donovan mention anything to you about a deal?
Nope. And the DA was going for jail time on Kemper.
So, who else has the authority to promise a lighter sentence?
Chris, wait up. I have your shrimp.
Not right now, Atticus. I'm in a hurry.
Well, no, you told me to bring them here.
I know, but I gotta run. I'm sorry.
Well, sorry, not gonna keep these shrimp fresh unless I get some more ice, and I can't afford to buy any more ice without severely cutting into my profit
Okay,
margin.
annoying man. Buy some ice on me.
Thank you very much. No, wait! Wait, it's a... Oh, that's right. Go ahead. Just suck the money right out of my pocket. I'm not gonna pay it, you understand? I will not contribute to a corrupt system.
Very nice, Mrs. Fuller. Very nice. So, have you reconsidered my offer?
I don't think I can handle this.
Do you love your husband, Mrs. Fuller?
You know I do.
Of course you do. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. But you must admit that he's the one that put you in this predicament. Isn't there just a tiny part of you that relishes the situation?
No.
Well, sure there is. His disrespect for the law jeopardizes his freedom and your happiness. Now, you erase the debt by giving some pleasure at his expense. It all works out rather nicely, don't you think?
You're contemptible.
I'm just doing my job.
How can you say that with a straight face?
Because I'm sincere.
You're insane.
No, I am just ahead of my time. A visionary, if you will. You see, normally your husband would cost our already overburdened system tens of thousands. My way, the state saves a fortune, and justice is served. It's a win-win all around. Be careful what you choose. This could mean community service for your husband, or 10 years in jail.
Please don't ask me to do this.
Your husband swindled all those old people out of their life savings. Now, really, it's a small price to pay for such a serious crime, don't you think?
No, I can't. I can't.
Oh, you will. You will.
No. My office went after the maximum sentence for Kemper, and we got it.
And why would his wife tell him that he was only sentenced to community service?
I don't know. Maybe she was trying to make him feel better.
Maybe she didn't tell him where she was going or who she was meeting because she hadn't completely worked out the deal.
I'd be careful here. Kemper has defrauded hundreds of people. To him, lying is a business tool. Who knows what kind of angle he's working on you two?
No, George, look, he had nothing to gain. I mean, he'd already been convicted and sentenced.
Well, then maybe she thought she'd throw herself on the mercy of the judge. An arcane idea, but who knows?
Yeah, the judge, you say they call him Flip a Coin Moyne. Why?
When it comes to sentencing, most judges are predictable. Moyne's different. Sometimes he comes down hard on people like he did with Kemper. Other times, he lets people go with a slap on the wrist. Where are you two going with this?
Well, maybe he has some action going on the side. Could that explain his unpredictable sentencing?
George, the only other person who could promise a lighter sentence besides you is Judge Moyne.
Moyne is a very powerful man. You two can't even think of going near him without some very solid proof.
Put your hand right there. Oh, yeah. That's it. That's nice. It's very nice. You're so responsive. I like that. Are you ready for me? You're a very brave woman, Mrs. Fuller. You love your husband very much, don't you? You know, it's too bad that more women don't show the same commitment to family values that you do.
Yes, indeed. Step right up. This is your lucky day. Gifts from the sea. Gifts from the sea.
Okay, I'll take one, please. Great day.
You're gonna love these babies. Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you very much. Boil these babies up. You'll have the best meal of your life.
Oh, that sounds great. Thanks a lot.
All right. Who's next?
Yeah, I'll take it. Check it out. Oh. There you go.
Hey, Lord, now what? Wait, stop! You can't take my beauty! Wait, no. You can, listen, how about I get you a CD player or a big screen TV. Would you like that? I can get you one for free.
I'd tread very carefully if I were you, Mr. Donovan.
Your Honor, I'm not being disrespectful. I'm only trying to find out why.
You're questioning my decision. That hardly shows respect.
Your Honor, we busted our ass for 6 months on Dennis Fuller. We made our case.
Which is why you got a conviction.
What? Community service? I mean, 6 to 10 minimum. That's what he should have got.
Really? I wasn't aware that you were elected to the bench, Mr. Donovan.
I didn't say that I was.
Well, it sure sounded that way. In fact, I could swear that you just told me how I should sentence a defendant.
No, I was only...
So, you didn't say that. So I was wrong again. Damn, this just isn't my day, is it?
Please, Your Honor, I'm not...
That's right, Mr. Donovan, you're a not. You're not a duly elected judge. You're not smarter than me, and you're not to presume to ever tell me how to do my job again. Now, do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good. I'm glad we had this conversation. Sort of air the things out. Much better than letting things fester inside. Don't you think?
So, you talked to forensics yet?
Yep, they found 2 kinds of hairs on the sheets in the motel room. Susan Kemper's and some short gray hairs, male.
Great. Spit in this state, you end up hitting a man with short gray hair.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, George, have a seat.
How's the Kemper murder coming?
Slow. Why?
I've been thinking about that talk we had the other day.
Why the renewed interest?
You heard of Dennis Fuller?
Yeah?
Yeah, he's that SNL guy who's peddling all those worthless bonds, right?
Yeah, that's the one. He was up for sentencing today in front of Judge Moyne.
Yeah? What'd he get?
400 hours of community service. I couldn't believe it. That bastard should have done hard time.
Was his wife at the sentencing?
Oh, yeah. Behind dark glasses, very reserved. She didn't seem half as surprised as Fuller when he heard the sentence. I caught Moyne glancing at her a couple of times today, but she didn't look at him.
It's amazing what you see once you start to look, isn't it?
Maybe his kind of justice happens outside of the courtroom.
When I asked Moyne about it afterwards, he almost tore me a new orifice. This is scary, guys. He could really hurt me.
But our theory is starting to sound more credible, isn't it, George?
Going after Moyne's going to be nearly impossible. He's got more connections than the switchboard at City Hall. Nobody's going to believe you.
You're starting to, aren't you, George?
If you're press, we still have no comment.
No, I'm Sergeant Lance, Palm Beach Police Department. Can I talk to you for a minute, please?
My husband has been sentenced. You can't harass us anymore.
I'm not here about your husband, ma'am. I'm investigating a murder.
We're wiped out, you know. All of this goes on the auction block. Not that it matters. My husband and I still have each other.
Where is your husband?
He's with the lawyers trying to figure out how to pay the bloodsuckers. A lot of good they did.
No, thank you.
Suit yourself. More for me.
Mrs. Fuller, your husband was recently convicted in Judge Moyne's courtroom. Did you notice anything unusual about those proceedings?
You said this didn't have anything to do with my husband.
No, I'm not investigating your husband. I just want to know if you saw anything strange or out of the ordinary in Judge Moyne's courtroom.
I wouldn't know. That was my first experience with the judicial system.
Well, your husband committed a very serious felony, and yet he was only sentenced to community service. You have any idea why he got such a light sentence?
Maybe the judge was in a forgiving mood.
You seem very uncomfortable. Is it something I said?
No, it's just that lately I've had my fill of the law.
There's a woman named Susan Kemper. We found her dead in a motel the day her husband was supposed to be sentenced by Judge Moyne. See, her husband told us that she had made an arrangement with the court, but DA's office doesn't know anything about that deal.
So why are you asking me? I didn't know the woman.
Mrs. Kemper told her husband that he would only get a sentence of community service. But then she was murdered, And her husband got 15 years. I was just hoping you could shed some light on that situation for me.
I can't help you.
Did Judge Moyne make any overtures to you about your husband's sentencing?
No. No, just listen, I can't tell you. I love my husband. I couldn't live life without him. No, please just go.
Keer loved her husband too, but she ended up dead with him sentenced to 15 years at Brevard.
But why?
Because she tried to fight back. Look, she bought a miniature camera just before she died. It was as if she was trying to catch someone. You know who that was?
I can't tell you. I won't. I would lose everything. I can live with what I did.
Oh, can you really? Whatever happened to you is gonna happen to other women again and again. He's getting worse, you know. You're lucky you got away from him alive.
Okay, here's the deal. I will not go public, and I will not testify, and if you try to make me, I will deny it all.
Look, Mrs. Fuller,
No. Take it or leave it.
Okay. Why don't you just tell me what happened?
Williams, Peyton S., come forward, please.
Excuse me, sir. I can see clearly you are the person who runs things around here.
How can I help you, sir?
Well, my name is Atticus Dunn, Esquire, and I like your attitude, sir. Very commendable. And that kind of courtesy, extremely rare in public servants nowadays. Now, here's the thing. My car is currently in the city impound because of some silly misunderstanding over some parking tickets.
How silly, sir?
Well, somewhere in the neighborhood of, $2,000.
And what is it you want from me?
Well, seeing as you are the master of all this paper, it seems to me it'd be real easy for you to say, lose it or bury it somewhere in the system.
Yeah, in return for which you would,
Gladly compensate you for your trouble.
And how much are we talking?
Well, $2,000 for the tickets, I would have no trouble with the standard agent's fee of 10%. So let's say $200 and a couple of pounds of shrimp thrown in as a bonus.
Well, Mr. Dunn, I think we're gonna do some business.
So, Judge Moyne calls these women after their husbands have been convicted, before they've been sentenced, and he tells them that they can save their husbands.
If they meet with him outside of chambers.
Right. And the deal with Lindsay Fuller was that she give him one night of sex, and in return, her husband is only sentenced to community service. Otherwise, he goes to jail for years.
No way she'll testify, huh?
No. No, she's afraid it would end her marriage. I mean, after what she gave up, she doesn't want to risk it.
So this slime ball waits till these women are desperate. He moves in, gets what he wants. He knows they'll be too terrified to testify. That's some scam.
Until Susan Kemper. She wasn't going to let him get away with it. She obviously set a trap. It didn't go exactly like she wanted to. He must have found the video camera, and then he killed her. I want this guy, Chris. I want him really bad.
Me too, but we are outgunned. This guy's a judge, and we got nothing to go on. Yeah, Lorenzo.
Oh, Chris, my dear friend, how are you?
Look, Atticus, if this is about the shrimp, just bring it by.
No, nothing so trivial. Actually, I'm calling about another minor matter.
What matter might that be?
My impending death in this lower circle of hell. Oh, help me, please. Lordy, I'm in dire need of assistance.
Atticus, you're gonna have to be a little more specific than that.
I'm in jail.
Excuse me?
The hooskow, the slammer, the cooler, the pin, the stir, the pokey. There, is that specific enough for you?
So your evil ways finally caught up with you, huh? What's the charge?
Well, it's just a little misunderstanding.
Atticus is in jail. He tried to bribe a bailiff.
Uh-huh. You want some coffee?
Yes, I would. Well, you know, Atticus, they're pretty careful about these things. I mean, if they said you did it, well, you must have done it.
Now, come on, old buddy, stop playing. You got to help me out here. Chris? Chris? You still there? Chris?
This is crazy. We're talking career suicide here.
Oh, come on, George. We need your help on this one.
Do you realize the risk? If we mess this up, every judge in this town will be gunning for me the rest of my career.
What if you requested Judge Moyne's decisions for the past 6 months? You could establish a pattern of rulings.
Which will only prove that he's inconsistent. That's not against the law.
No, look, we know he blackmailed Lindsay Fuller into having sex with him.
Then get her to testify.
That's not gonna happen.
Then we can't move against him.
So, what do we do? Nothing?
Short of a witness, you'd have to catch him in the act.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah.
Why? What do you... Oh, no. No. No, 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 no.
George.
Bad idea.
No, it is a great idea.
Look, George, I have never been in his courtroom. He's never seen me. I am the perfect bait.
He'll scream entrapment. The jury will take one look at you and agree.
Well, thank you, George. I'm flattered, but he will make the first move, I promise.
Look, once the judge hits on Rita, we have probable cause. The court can order a DNA test. That'll tie him to the Kemper murder.
You have no idea what you're asking here.
Yeah, we do. So do you.
Oh, what the hell, you're right. Moyne is a disgrace. He doesn't deserve to be on the bench.
That's right, George. Fire up that outrage. We're gonna need all the help we can get.
Okay, so you're the Mrs. in this scenario. Who's the Mister? We can't use Chris. He's already been in Moyne's courtroom. Moyne might recognize him.
Don't sweat it. I think I got the perfect guy.
I've been here for 3 hours now. I haven't had anything to eat or drink all day. This very third world of y'all.
Yeah, I think he's had just about enough.
Oh, come on. Do you really think this is necessary?
Absolutely. He needed softening. This way he won't even think about hitting us up for cash.
He should just be glad we got him out of jail.
Well, most people would be, but this is Atticus. He tried to sell hot coals to the devil.
Well, it's about time. I've been in this pit so long, I lost all track of time. What day is this?
Look, we're sorry about this, buddy. We got so swamped, we kind of lost track of time. And we told them to take good care of you. They're getting you everything you need. A soda, they're getting you something to eat.
No, they did not. And was this really necessary?
What the hell were they thinking?
That's terrible. They shouldn't have left you cuffed in here like that.
Absolutely not. Somebody is in trouble for this. You hear that? Believable.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. For a while there, I gave up all hope. I thought y'all had abandoned me.
Now, we would never do that to you, Atticus.
Never.
In light of my previous misunderstandings with the justice system, they tell me that, well, I might have to go away.
Well, that's why we're here, Atticus.
That's right. We're offering you a way out, Atticus.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my guardian angels. Oh, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome, Atticus. Let go of me, Atticus. Atticus, don't make me hurt you.
Thank you.
I had the bailiff slip your case file into today's docket. I think you know him, Mr. Dunn. He's the one you tried to bribe.
Really? Now, I must protest.
Save it, Atticus.
Actually, it wasn't very hard to get him to help. He's been wondering about Moyne for some time now.
Do you think Moyne's gonna buy it?
I think so. The story is that you were assigned to Judge Davis's court, but he had bypass surgery 2 days ago. So Moyne will accept the case as a transfer from Davis's court.
All right. So who are we, George?
You're Mr. and Mrs. Jackson Witherspoon. Mr. Witherspoon sold bogus disaster insurance. 2 years ago when the hurricanes hit, there wasn't anything to back up the policies. Hundreds of people were wiped out.
What am I supposed to do?
You just stand there and look guilty and remorseful, Atticus. That shouldn't be too difficult for you.
But am I supposed to talk?
No!
No. The only thing you say is guilty when he asks you how do you plead.
Then what?
Then he sets a high bail, which you can't possibly make, and they take you back to the lockup.
No. This is supposed to keep me out of jail.
Shh, Atticus, come on, keep it down, will you?
I don't want to go back. I hate it here.
No, I know, it's just for pretend this time. It's not for real.
It's going to feel exactly the same.
We're gonna get you out as soon as this is all over, right?
Ready, George?
All set, Don. Thanks. I owe you one for this.
And I intend to collect one day. Mr. Mayor? Mr. and Mrs. Witherspoon?
See you, George.
All rise. Case number 43579-2, the state of Florida versus Mr. Jackson Witherspoon.
Mr. Witherspoon, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we believe the defendant has substantial assets hidden offshore and constitutes a flight risk. The state asks for bail in the amount of $500,000.
Your Honor, my client is not a flight risk. He's a respected businessman with strong ties to the community. And we ask a reasonable bail so that Mr. Witherspoon can spend the time before sentencing with his family.
Your client has destroyed the lives of hundreds of people. That's hardly respectable, counsel. Bail is set at $350,000. The defendant is remanded into custody until sentencing in this court 1 week from today.
I have to say, Sergeant Lance, I never pictured us quite like this.
If you don't let go of me, Atticus, you're never gonna get out.
Oh.
You sure my number was in there, George?
Yes, I put it in the case file myself. I don't understand. He should have called by now.
Well, maybe my outfit wasn't alluring enough. I don't know.
No way. Moyne couldn't take his eyes off you.
I don't know if I should be flattered or nauseated.
Are you sure this thing is hooked up right?
Touch it again, I chop your arm off.
George, sit down.
Everybody quiet. Shh.
Hello?
Mrs. Witherspoon. Hi, this is Judge Moyne. Do you have a moment?
Oh, Judge Moyne. Why are you calling me?
Well, I'd like to speak to you about your husband's case. Could we meet?
I don't understand. I mean, shouldn't you be calling his attorney?
No, I need to speak to you.
Could you tell me what this is about?
Not over the phone. Say tomorrow at 2:30 at the Tree Grove in Mills Park.
I don't...
See you then.
It's not enough to nail him. We need more.
Well, we all know what that means.
Mrs. Witherspoon, I'm so glad that you could come.
Well, I'm not sure I should have. I mean, I've never heard of anything like this. Is this normal?
Well, not yet. It's a pilot program. What we in the legal community call creative sentencing.
What does that have to do with me? I'm not the one on trial.
I still say she should have worn the regular wire.
She doesn't trust Department issue, and I can't say or blame her after her last experience.
Giving you a chance to help yourself.
Besides, this thing's pretty good. Sounds like we're right in there.
Criminals are punished in many different ways. Besides prison, well, there's fines, seizures of their assets.
You don't understand. We don't have anything left. I mean, we couldn't even afford to go to trial.
Your beauty's an asset.
He's going for it. Unbelievable.
Come on, Rita, reel this guy in.
I don't understand what my appearance has to do with this.
I represent the state. It's up to me to determine what your husband's penalty is. In this case, I say it's you.
You can't be serious.
But I am. Very serious. For one night, you give to me what's rightfully his.
You want me to have sex with you?
In return, I suspend his sentence and give him community service.
Yeah, we got you, Moyne. All right, Rita, get out of there.
In fact,
you don't need to make the bus. Just get out of there.
Sample right now. Come on, be a good girl.
Our boy's getting frisky.
Oh. Damn it, George, she's not gonna get out of there clean.
Congratulations, Your Honor. You just assaulted a police officer. Guess what? You're under arrest.
I don't think so.
Drop it, Moyne. Game up. You got no place to go.
You deceitful bitch.
I said drop the gun. I'll blow you to hell. I swear I will.
Don't bother.
Don't! It's justice, huh?
Yeah. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
Oh, freedom, I will never take it for granted again.
Isn't that what you said the first time you got out of jail, Atticus?
It's less than kind of you to remind me on this, the first day of the rest of my life, especially in light of the service I did for y'all.
Well, we're very grateful, Atticus. That's why we worked out a little surprise for you.
Ta-da!
Oh, baby, you sprung my beauty!
Yeah, we worked out a deal so you can drive her.
While you pay off your parking tickets.
Oh, of course, of course.
What's that smell?
I don't know, that's bad.
Oh,
From...
no. No! It's...
Oh!
They left the shrimp in there. I'm never gonna get rid of that stench, never. And it's all your fault.
Hey, my fault.
If you'd given me a little
Chris.
assistance with that parking situation to begin with, this never would have happened.
Chris.
Parking regulations are the law. Atticus, they make exceptions for no man.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Then you should have no problem with the fact that they're towing your car away as we speak.
Right. Hey! Hey!
I tried to tell you!
Hey! Hey!